Nick.
Yep.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Alright, I'll pop back into the main menu now. Ready to go.
Hello all, welcome back. We are back. This is part of ESA at Jingle Jam. We'll be live all this weekend. We've got more runs coming up throughout the weekend, which you can check by using the ! schedule in the chat. Remember to get your donations in, because this is all to benefit the Make-A-Wish Foundation. As you can see, our next runner is here. They're ready to go. We've got some, I would say Mario content, but it's not. It's specifically Luigi content. Crazy. I'll pass it to you.
Hello, ESA. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to showcase New Super Luigi Deluxe on this marathon. As far as I know, this is the first time that New Super Luigi's been shown at ESA, so I'm really grateful for that. And hopefully I'll get to own and drink a bit of Tetley tea. Not orchestrated at all, but with me I've also got Leah. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I was just done with DKC Returns HD, which is a really cool game you should check out. I don't speedrun NSLU Deluxe, but I did speedrun New Super Mario Bros. Wii for a little bit, so I'm a little familiar with all the similar games and stuff. And yeah, I'm just here to help out Crazy a little bit. Yeah.
But yeah, with that done, we're going to do any % normal, so there's no restrictions on route or character selection. As you can see, you got a few different choices of characters, including Nabbit, who's a very easy mode character, and Toadette, who's an easy mode character. But for most of this run, we're going to do Luigi and a bit of Nabbit. But without further ado, we're going to start the run. Time starts on the first input, but I start my timer a bit earlier. So I'm going to start my timer now in 3, 2, 1, go. Loads a bit faster on the Switch too, by the way, so here we are, lightning fast, mind you, and that's when time starts. To begin with, we need to get the squirrel suit as Luigi as soon as possible, and then after that, we basically complete the next bit of the game as Nabbit. But yeah, this is a bit of a cakewalk. Try and do some cool tricks and stuff. There we are. I like to slide a bit as well, which gives you a bit more momentum. And yeah, that's the first level done. I would normally go into the next level as Nabbit, but to be a bit on the safe side, I'm going to play it as Luigi, which you can do the level just as fast with, in all fairness. But yeah, you got some really cool tricks. Go on.
As far as the like Luigi portion of the run goes, we pretty much want to be holding onto the acorn suit for basically the whole run, as long as we can. There are like a couple backups we can get if we happen to lose it, but it is imperative that we pretty much just don't get hit for the whole run.
Oh yeah, this bit can be a bit tricky at times. Oh, okay, that was a little scary. Happens sometimes in marathons, but yeah, it's whatever. That's why I chose to do this as Luigi, because it's a bit easier. I also didn't do a ground pound cancel there. Once you ground pound those brick blocks, you can just hold right and then Luigi just cancels straight away. So that's pretty good. Another trick that I brought over to New Super Mario Bros. Wii speedrunning as well. But yeah, that's the end of World 1 for the most part. We're going to warp to World 5, which is basically skipping half of the game at this point. The next level is just an underwater level, which you can go through pretty quick with Nabbit's swimming physics. With that said, I'll pass it over to Mizzo for any messages.
Okay, we do have a one donation. It's a £35 anonymous donation, which has gone towards the redeem of the Jingle Jam Collection 2025. Thank you very much for doing that. Just a reminder, guys, to get your donations in. Everything counts. We appreciate all the donations that come in, and it all goes to benefit Make-A-Wish. You can redeem bundles yourself. There's also a shirt that you can redeem, which ESA will put money back into at the end of the event.
But yeah, this level's a lot faster to do in this version of the game, because in New Super Luigi on Wii U, Nabbit's swim physics are exactly the same as Luigi's, but Swimming in this game is a lot like if you have a penguin suit. So yeah, lightning fast swimming and stuff. One of the other cool things is that those windmill pipes, they actually spin on a global cycle rather than them appearing the same every time you enter this part of the level. It's a bit faster to slide on them, but sometimes you want to be on the safe side. And here, this bit's a little faster than in Wii U because you don't get any Miiverse messages, because Miiverse is no more, unfortunately. But yeah, this bit's already long enough as it is, so yeah.
We could probably do with Miiverse in this day and age.
Yeah. I missed most of the Miiverse days, unfortunately, because I was mostly on PC at the time, or playing Little Big Planet on the PS3. Shout out to Little Big Planet, by the way. But yeah, 5-1's going to be a really fun level, because you got all these swinging vines, and there's a little trick that we can do called neutral vines. So as you're swinging off a vine, you can jump and just tap right. You basically don't hold any inputs while you're on the vines. I'll show you in a moment.
And that whole thing with having vines in the first level of World 5 that you can do neutral vines off is very, very similar to NSMB Wii as well. There are a lot of like weird parallels between the games. As far as like actually transferring like movement goes between the games, oh yeah, you can do this big speed preservation here.
Oh yeah.
If you chain bounces there, then you can kind of keep it going. But as far as like transferring movement skills go, I believe the movement is pretty transferable between NSMB Wii and the two U games. DS and NSMB 2, and also Wonder, I guess, is part of the series, they're a little weirder. Like, they don't quite work the same, so there's not necessarily like a one-to-one correspondence there, but generally if you're good at one of Wii or the two U games, you can get good at the other two as well.
Yeah, and that's a pretty good thing about doing the NSMB series console trifecta, which doesn't technically exist, but it is a thing where you can do New Super Mario Bros. Wii, New Super Mario Bros. U, and New Super Luigi U in one sitting. I might do it one day once I get better at Mario U, but this next level is going to be a pretty exciting one in my opinion, because I'm going to show off a really cool trick to get up to the top of the tower. Let me switch back to Luigi a moment. One other really cool thing is that, well, in New Super Luigi, you don't need to do the pause in changing characters. You can just hold down ZL to go into a levels and a bit, which is where you can save a bit of time. Let me lock in here a sec. Bit low, but yeah, pretty glad I got that. Wow. First left side in the marathon, I think. But yeah, Boom Boom as well. This is the only time we're going to face him, but you normally face him a lot over the course of all castles, or 100% the two longer categories. In this level, he turns into a giant though, but he's really easy to cheese, to be honest. So just got a ground pound there. Just try not to ground pound too early. There we are. Just like that.
Yeah, I'm a winner.
And there we are. So, for the next few levels, we'd normally play these as Nabbit if you were in Luigi U. But because we're in Luigi U Deluxe and changing characters loses you time, we're mostly just going to complete the rest of the run as Luigi at this point. So, didn't really see Nabbit for too long. But he's really useful in a lot of the later levels on Wii U because of his invincibility. You can just phase your enemies and like nothing happens. But yeah, this level was a bit scarier, obviously because it's a ghost house, but also you got these boo rings that spin around and you have to maneuver through them, make sure that Luigi doesn't get hurt. So yeah, there we are. Didn't even think about doing my fast excel there. Oh dearie me. Not a good start there.
mild panic there because, of course,
Oh,
if
yeah.
we touch any of these, we're going to lose our squirrel suit, and we do not want to do that.
But yeah, the other worries is that we're probably going to get to the flagpole with a 77, so I need to wait a sec. Yeah, thought that'd be the case. You don't want to get double digits that match the same numbers because you get fireworks, and that can lose you a significant amount of time.
Yeah, and you actually have to wait a full second in specifically New Super Luigi U. In pretty much every other game in the series, including Mario U, the timer operates on like 0.75 of a real life second is an in-game second, but Luigi U, the timer is already really short, only 100 seconds in every level, so yeah, they use real seconds for some reason.
Yeah, just to make the game a bit easier. But yeah, this game's already fairly easy to get into speedrunning with. But yeah, this bit here is just an auto-scroller, so there's not really much to say here. You're just waiting on these power beetles to navigate you through the level. And there's not really anything you can do to make it faster. So if you have any messages, Mizzo, feel free to jump in now.
Just another quick update just to say that if you are looking to get a hold of an ESA Jingle Jam shirt, then you need to go visit speedroarstorm.com. We also have that game bundle which is themed earlier, which is available, redeemable for £35 donation or more. So yeah, get your donations in.
I was wondering, like, would you say this is the easiest game in the NSMB series to get into?
Probably. Oh, nearly missed out on the casual IL world record there.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, I've done it before. Did it in my Deluxe 100% speedrun. Funnily enough. I was
Gotta love
literally
those
just
math
frame
ties
off.
on speedrun.com.
Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna be a really exciting level.
Pay our respects to pay our respects to the former 273-way tied world record in NSMBDS 1-1.
Oh, a classic indeed. Yeah. Yeah, I think this level's gonna be a really fun one if I don't mess up. So I need to jump off this mushroom platform, and basically this bit here is a little scary. Yep, managed to get that one. I suppose gonna freeze this fuzzy here. I gotta crouch and jump off. And then do a little crouch jump there. Yeah. Skills. Literally ticked down to 75, but it's fine. Pretty happy that I got that locked in. And 7-2, pretty quick and easy level as well. So yeah, normally in New Super Mario Bros. You do 7-3 because that is the faster level, but in Luigi U, 7-2 is actually faster. You'll see there I did a fast excel, so that's a trick where you basically start jumping and gliding to gain a bit of extra momentum. Let's line up the border wing, just because it's cool. But yeah, just run right in this level. Not much to say here. But yeah, the next level's gonna have a lot of cool stuff in it as well. So 7 Tower is usually a run killer in the sense that Kamuk's the boss and he'll spawn in pretty unpredictable locations once you're in the boss. The level itself is usually fine as long as you're able to do it fairly optimally. So yeah, I'm going to bounce off this fire bro, jump on the platform, spin jump. Oh, got the dry bone bounce, perfect. And then crouch jump onto the fire bro and then jump into the pipe. So you want to crouch into those pipes going upwards because you get a smaller hitbox when you enter the pipes, which makes loading into the next room a little faster. You got a soft ceiling up here in this auto scroller, so you can't really go too far or skip it, unfortunately. But we want to be a bit careful here because there's a dry bone at the top. There we are. And here's a little lineup that I want to do to get through the wall. Perfect. So that was pretty good, 70 in all honesty. Just have to hope the boss lives up to its name and actually gives me good RNG now. So yeah, Kamek will give you a set pattern. It changes every time. You just have to learn to... oh, missed it, unfortunately. I was a bit too slow on that. Oh, that'll be fine. And he'll spawn at the top and middle every time on the third hit, so not too bad for a 2 cycle. So if you get him the very first time he teleports, yeah, you get a 0 cycle and then it goes on, basically. But yeah, you can usually get a good 2 cycle around the same as a bad 0 cycle, so it kind of balances itself out if you're not going for like 25s but like low 26s, or in this case probably sub 26 if you're on a Switch one. But on Switch 2 loads are about a minute faster from what I've calculated. But yeah, we've got our second ghost house, so yeah, you're in luck if you like your ghost houses. I'm going to go for the star here. Makes moving a bit faster. I was supposed to go on the left rather than the right, but I accidentally ground pounded when I was supposed to cancel it. And here's a really cool trick here. So that is the flagpole glitch in New Super Luigi U. You can only do it if you have a star.
I forget, how much does that save, if anything?
I don't think it really saves any time, especially as Nabbit, because one of the other details you will have seen earlier on in the run is that I was facing away from the little castle by the flagpole whenever I was playing a level as Nabbit. That's because it saves about a third of a second if you do it, rather than just running straight to the flagpole. But you can't do it as Luigi, which is the only unfortunate thing. It's a bit like New Super Mario Bros. DS. When you complete a level, you want to be facing away from the flagpole. Let me lock in for this a sec. Yeah, perfect. So that's a new skip that I picked up when I was trying to grind for 25 in New Super Luigi U. Yeah, there we are. And will we get sub-pixeled? Looks like we are, yeah. Got sub-pixeled on the door, but it's fine. Those blue boss doors are very finicky in the sense that you have to be dead center in the door for Luigi to run straight through, or else it'll be like an IL door where he'll just reposition a bit and then, yeah, that's that. But Ludwig's a pretty funny boss. Very, very easy to cheese. So here's how you can do it. So he will return to me on the left here in a sec. And then he'll come onto this side here.
And you have a little visual cue where he touches that pole in the background.
Yeah.
And then you know to spin.
I usually spin a bit earlier, but you can't do it too early because you can sometimes damage you as he's unshelling. Have to get just right basically, but it means that getting a 151 in an RTA setting is much harder than if you do it in an IL setting. But yeah, it is what it is. So technically it's the end of World 7, but you'll find that we're going to get baited into one last level in World 7. So Bowser Jr.'s come along in his airship and Luigi basically has to fight him. This cutscene's a little long, but the level itself isn't too long, which is a good thing. So in New Super Mario Bros. U, this entire level is an auto-scroller, but in Luigi U, this first bit is actually one that you can just skip through. So I'd say it's quite important to have the scroll suit for this level. And this bit here, however, is a auto-scroller. So you have to wait on the pipe to appear. get the cool star coin grab and power block. And then we're gonna head straight into Bowser Jr. So then, and this is the boss. This is a lot easier than Bowser Jr. and New Super Mario Bros. Wii for sure. Just have to do a full jump and updraft. Yeah, there we are. I mispositioned a little bit, I'll be honest. Oh, perfect. So you will have reached the very left of the level because the blocks will fall from left to right and allows the cutscene to begin a bit quicker. You don't want to fall off the level, of course, because you'll end up dying. And that's never good in this game. Because while the levels are quite short, you don't get any checkpoints in any levels, so you have to start from the very beginning again. But that said, I think now's a good time for any messages from the host.
Thank you. It's just a reminder that we are doing all this to benefit the Make-A-Wish Foundation. They do some great work, so if you want to get more about information about what they do, then obviously just go to makeawish.com. There's no donations at the minute, but you can obviously go and get it underneath the stream. You can get donate there, exclamation mark donate in the chat. We have redeemable rewards. Like I say, there is a Jingle Jam ESA shirt, which I quite like, so go and get them now while you can at speedrunstore.com. You also have the game bundle, which is redeemable for any donation above £35. That can be done. More information about how to redeem it in the donate section below. Get your donations in, guys. It's a really good cause. Thank you.
Get your donations in, people, because World 8's about to be some pretty fun stuff. So 8-1's a very interesting level in itself because you got these got hair on my tongue. Got these fireballs that come down from the sky, but they're all RNG basically. They shouldn't really affect us until we reach the bit where we need to get the secret exit. So normally you do this level as Nabbit. It's a little faster as Luigi, funnily enough. So you'll see in Tark's New Super Luigi U any percent world records, he did play as Luigi. It's like frames faster, I think, for the most optimal 8-1. But we have to do this as Luigi anyway in Deluxe, because you do lose a bit of time. Ooh. Thank you! Good RNG for once. Yeah, if I got damaged there, there's literally no comeback from that, because without a second acorn in your inventory, there's literally no backups in this world at all. But yeah, quite glad to get good RNG on that. And that's a gold split on my end.
And keeping that acorn suit is really, really important for the next level because it is probably like, I don't know, like twice, 3 times as long if you don't have it.
Yeah.
You know what to guess?
Yeah, I think you lose probably about 10 seconds if you don't have it. But yeah, this level's one to lock in on. So yeah. There we are. Bit slower, but yeah, it's no wall kick unfortunately on that pipe. It's very precise as well. You literally have to tap ZR and B at the same time. But it's much harder on that particular pipe for some reason.
Yeah, you just straight up cannot like pipe kick on stuff like that in like NSMB Wii, for example, if you have a power up and you're 2 blocks higher.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this level can be very scary. So you got these tilt platforms that you have to basically move the... Oh great.
Oh, no.
Alright, that's unfortunate. I didn't crouch there when I should have. So what I will do, I'm going to go back to World 1 now. Because normally after 5-1 you'll get a cutscene where Nabbit's stolen some of Toad's stuff. Because we played as Nabbit in 5-1, the cutscene didn't actually play, which is a good thing, because you can't get past that cutscene in Luigi U. So we'll catch Nabbit here, and we'll get our acorn back. but we can also get a pea acorn to carry over if we need it. So just go. There we are. Well, that was a bit close, but yeah. It's always a good backup for marathons.
This like probably isn't even that much slower than just playing those levels without the acorn, and like this is a lot more entertaining than playing those levels without the acorn.
Yeah.
For sure. The pea acorn would let us basically do an infinite amount of flutters, so vertical boosts, and if we finish a level while having it, it will turn into a regular acorn. So we are pretty much, unless we have a lot of deaths here, we are pretty much guaranteed to have acorn for the rest of the run, which is cool, because there are some cool things we can do. I do believe Mario U's version of this level is very, very difficult.
Yeah, it's much harder. Trust me, I've done it. Oh, yeah, that's just because I didn't tilt. It's right, I got pea acorn. So, yeah, I'll try and do it fairly safe.
Yeah, with the pea acorn, which we wouldn't normally have, we can probably take a much less risky route here, just by way of having infinite vertical boosts.
There we are.
Ooh.
To be honest, I probably should have spin jumped over the bob-omb earlier. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah. There we are. That spark hitbox much smaller than you think. So you don't need to worry too much about that. You just can't jump too high or too low, because you'll get hit either way, and it'll be pretty disastrous, let's say. But yeah, that's our moment done, so hopefully we can get a good 8 castle 2, despite how the run went. Yeah, I think we can probably still get a 28 pace, thanks to Switch 2 loads. But I'd probably say this would have been a 30 on Switch 1. But yeah, this is a really good level in my opinion. I quite like the Bowser Jr. chase here, because you can do a trick called NSFW, and that stands for new strat featuring wall kick. So I'll try and do it now. Just got bounced on top of here. Yep. Oh, I was a bit too low. I think I descended a bit too quick, because I probably would have gone under Bowser Jr. So unfortunately won't be able to show that. But it's not the end of the cool strats for the final boss, so don't worry. The fireball patterns here are always guaranteed, so no chance of a bad pattern or anything. Just gotta make sure you get past them.
This is not the case in NSMB Wheel, where it is random. Sometimes you can just get a pattern that almost unavoidably forces you to lose time, which is not the best thing to happen.
Yeah, that's Bowser sort of gone now. Yeah, he basically gets revived as Giant Bowser, and you have to defeat him using Bowser Jr.'s clown car. You can see that Bowser Jr.'s got revived Kamek now, but I think that at this stage, probably a good time for any final messages the host may have.
We have not had any new donations so far, but just a quick reminder, guys, that this is all part of the bigger Jingle Jam event. ESA will be live. You have 36 hours of runs total this weekend. This is just, we're only a few short runs in. So, exclamation mark schedule, have a look at what we've got coming up. I'm really excited for the rest of the event, so take part, donate, looking forward to it.
Luigi!
Now then, this is the final boss, so we aren't saving Princess Daisy, of course, but we're saving Princess Peach, because Luigi's a pretty good lad, and he's got one more trick up his sleeve for this fight. So I gotta line up Bowser Jr. with the tower on the left, like so. Ooh, got damaged, but it's not really a big problem. Just gotta make sure that Bowser Jr. doesn't get back to his clown car. On the third hit, that's when I will call time, so it's not quite yet. So it's after this hit here. I'll probably try and go for the early third, that's what it's called. Just rob Bowser Jr. of his clown car, because physics are really cool sometimes. So time should be in just a sec. Boom, time. So yeah. First time I got the early third there, so pretty happy with that. Shame about 8 Castle 1, honestly. Yeah, that's caught me a few times and killed a few of my runs, but it is what it is, right? Thanks for watching, and I'd like to also, I'd like to say there's a few Discord servers around the New Super Mario Bros. Series speedrunning community. So if you're interested in learning New Super Luigi U or any of the other New Super Mario Bros. Games, there's a New Super Mario Bros. Wii speedrunning server, a New Super Luigi U server which opened up earlier this year, and there's also the New Super Mario Bros. Series speedrunning server which has lots of stuff around New Super Mario Bros. DS 2 and also NSMB and NSLU. Other than that, I'd like to shout out my fellow UK NSMB speedrunners. So we've got Spare Trainer, JJZ Killer, -112, Spicy Noodles, and all the other guys. You're all really cool. Also shout out to Tark, Chris Speedruns, Supspaz, and many of the other cool NSLU runners. Hope I made you all proud. Other than that, that's been me, been Crazyo, and hopefully see you at a future marathon, and always Fanatic.
Thank you very much, Crazy, for that run, Leah, for the comms and your run before. Just a quick donation that came in there as the final boss was killed. We have a £35 anonymous donation which just says Merry Christmas and God bless you all. Thank you very much for that. Just a reminder that ESA is live all weekend taking part in Jingle Jam, benefit of Make-A-Wish. They do some really good work that granting wishes to children between 3 and 18 who've been diagnosed with a critical illness. They do some really good work, so check them out. We'll be back shortly. The next run we have is Link's Awakening on Switch, which is run by Ruben. So